Happy New Year, people. New Year. Didn't get a chance to get in with y'all. Happy New Year's, D Crypto fan. Just tuned in. This D Crypto fan, where all we do is talk crypto, make it easy for you to learn. No hype, no cap. What's going on, beautiful people? Hope y'all had a beautiful New Year's. Hope you had a beautiful New Year's. Come on a little late tonight. I almost didn't make it tonight. But I said, you know what? Let me get on here. It's for the New Year's. I said, you know what? We're not gonna wait till Monday. Especially, it's been a while. If you look at the market, we finally hit over $3 trillion. Look at that. We haven't been over $3 trillion in the total amount of money that's in crypto since November. It's been since November. All right. It's been since November that we've hit 3 trillion. We actually at $3.08 trillion. And the fear and greed index is at 38%. Look at that, huh? We're making some move. 3.08 XRP back above $2. Look at that. Actually, XRP is $2.02. Look at that. Bitcoin 90,000. It's funny how 2026 things just started moving, huh? Look at that. We got a little bit of money in there. $3.8 trillion. Let's see if we could break above 3.20. That's what we need to break. We've been over there, but seeing the fear and greed index at 38%, that's pretty good. We haven't seen the fear and greed index in the high 30s in a while. Do you remember the other day we were at what, 10? What's up, crypto gang? What's up, James? What's going on, Davidson? What's going on, brother? Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New to everybody. I'm sorry we didn't hit 750, y'all. Sorry we didn't hit the 750. You guys see Jake is doubling down. Jake is doubling down. Jake is doubling down. But let me tell you, that Clarity Act, Styles by Shirley, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. We got a lot of stuff coming in. The Clarity Act, for you guys who don't know what the Clarity Act is, basically Clarity Act gives us the set of rules and lets us know exactly what's going on with what's a security and what's the commodity. So now they have some more regulatory rules coming out that should be very interesting, that people feeling very positive about. Nazir, Chainlink brother, let's go. Yes, sir. Um, I've been buying Chainlink since for basically like 2 months, since November, since we had that I think it was October. I forgot what month that was with that Friday. That Friday when we had the huge dump. D Hill, what's going on? What's going on? Good evening. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. The D Hill. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Yeah. So yeah, I've been buying me up some chain link. I was buying that chain link up at 12, $13 up, baby. And yeah, so it's nice to see it at $13 up 8%. The whole market is up right now. We're at 3 trillion. Way to bring in the new year. Happy, what's going on? Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year, everybody. I'm hoping everybody's feeling good, seeing the market starting off in the year the correct way. It's great positive news. Feeling great. Thank you for all the love. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate all the love. Let the algorithm know we in the building. I didn't even know the roses and all the hearts and all the gifts. That gets the algorithm going. I didn't even know that. So we get the algorithm going, let them know we're in the building. Yeah, way to start the year, 3.08 trillion. If you guys remember, we've been about 2.9, 2.8, 2.7 trillion. Remember, we were having a hard time breaking over that 3 trillion. Well, we broke over, and actually we have $3.8 trillion right now. 2026 starting off with a lot of regulatory clarity. I was talking about 2005 was about laying down the rails. I know in 2025 everybody expected us to take off. Now everybody wants to take off, but what I was telling everybody, they were clearing up the lanes. Now we clear for takeoff. That's what it was. That's what it was. Now we clear for takeoff. That's what that is. So what 2025 was all about, the rules and regulations, clarity. That's why you have the Clarity Act. That's why you have the Genius Act. That's what it was about. Okay, so you understand the Clarity Act basically says what's a security and what's a commodity. Okay, what's a commodity? Securities, you're talking about stocks, bonds. Those are securities. Okay. Commodity, gold, oil, okay, rice, now, and also Bitcoin, okay, Ethereum, and also XRP. So what happens now, they're setting a set of rules. The Clarity Act is setting a set of rules. So now, with this Clarity Act, some of your favorite coins now will be able to figure out what lane they're in. And the lane they want to be in is in the commodity lane. They don't want to be in the jurisdiction under the SEC. They want to be under the CFTC. Okay, two different. So that's why you see what's going on. And the Genius Act, when you guys said the Genius Act is basically acts for USD, for the stable coins. Basically giving the rules to the stable coins, basically saying that basically stable coin, you have a dollar, a stable coin, they're saying basically this is pegged to the dollar. Okay, these are the rules. This is who could issue it. You could put the stable coin to the treasury, you could put it to the feds. That's all you could do. The anti-CBDC Act is basically saying that, listen, me and you can't get no stable coin. me and you can't get that. It's based on banks and institutions. So that's basically what that is. All right. So just wanted to put that so you guys understand exactly what 2025 was all about. The rails, setting these rules so that these coins are not out here in the wild, wild west, not knowing exactly what's going on. Because what happens is you'll set up your coin and come out here doing your thing, thinking that you're all good. And SEC's like, no. You broke the rules. You'd be like, wait a second, I didn't know there was rules. Wait, what rules you talking about? What do you mean? Now they have a clear set of rules that they can abide by. You understand? Because before you get an example, so what happens before? Say you had Gensler, for example, XRP. You know, we talk XRP. XRP was trying to come out and be very regulated. So you would have the CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, trying to get with the SEC coordinator, trying to make sure that they're following all the rules. Even Coinbase went as further as to ask them exactly what's good. They told Coinbase, you're good. All right, you good? Go ahead, you're good to operate. Coinbase started operating, and then they doubled down and was like, no, you're not good. But it was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? That's why the reason why that was happening, because there was no set of rules. There was no guidelines. So at any time they could come and attack you when you're thinking that you're doing the right thing. And then they'll say, no, that wasn't part of the regulations. You messed up. We're suing you. That was the problem. So what happens is institutions, they don't want to mess with them because there was no regulatory clarity. So you don't want to be an institution messing with something, spending billions and billions of dollars. And the next thing you're selling billions and billions of dollars with a partner that could eventually get sued and shut down and your money goes to waste. So now with the Clarity Act, they're giving pure rules, set of rules that they can abide by. So now institutions feel safe that, okay, you got the regulatory clarity, you got all the, basically, you're certified, bro. I can mess with you. That's what's going on. So that's what the rules been going on with the Clarity Act and the Genius Act and the ICBDC Act. So this is why this is important, because before there was no set of rules for crypto. So you don't know, like me and you, we can be investing in XRP, right? When exactly this was happening. So let's say I'm putting $100,000 in XRP, right? Now the SEC comes to sue them. And then then XRP gets delisted from every exchange. So when all the other coins are going up, because the SEC came and sued them, XRP went down. That's the problem. See what happened to us? See what happened to me? When I was holding XRP, that's what happened. So what happens now, they want to make sure that they have regulatory clarity. You understand? So that is. So no crypto, no crypto says XRP. XRP is a joke. That's funny. My man said XRP is a joke, and he says no crypto. I think by your name is. I think your name says it all. How you feel about crypto? I think your name says it all. But anyway, you can say that. But let me tell you right now, the Congress, both sides of the aisles are doing a lot of work right now to make sure that crypto's here to stay. And for everybody to understand, blockchain technology is here. So you're aware, blockchain technology is not going anywhere. This is supreme technology. This is going from, okay, let me give you an example of blockchain technology. This is going from writing down piece of paper. You remember when you used to have, before, people, young people, you don't understand. There was a time when you used to have to write down on paper. There was a time then they started typing on paper. And when you used to type on paper, they used to take it and guess what? You go da 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 da. And when you make a mistake, you have to back it up, put a little piece of white out, right? Put a little white out, and then type over it. And you would have to, and guess what? When you're typing, you have to make sure you don't make any mistakes. Because this is not like a computer when you press delete. Then they came out with someone with a computer. Then you could actually type, hit delete, take it off, boom, boom, boom. Then guess what they did? They came out where you could actually talk and they'll text it for you. Yeah. Yeah. Then they came out with it so you could scan it where you don't have to keep it in the building anymore. So where you don't have to keep any storage. So they came with a scanner. Now they got blockchain technology where it could hold more information than a scanner. You could, and once you put it there, that information there, it won't get erased. It can't be duplicated. You understand? This is how technology moves. So when people say things are fake, technology is here. Technology doesn't stop. Blockchain technology is here. Okay? It's going to make, listen, for the banks and institutions, and even for us, it's saving people from fraud. It's saving, and now guess what? Banks have settlement quicker. The problem with settlement, why it takes so long for money to settle from one place to another place, is because they want to make sure that no scammers is sending some money in an account that really ain't there. That's what it basically is. They don't want to give the money out until they make sure that the money is there. Okay? So what blockchain technology does, it's a digital imprint that lets you know, listen, you can see it. Boom, boom, boom. The money went here. It's this person's name. Voila. You understand? That's what it's all about. It's the technology. And then what happens is all these other coins, these are pieces of that technology. So you find the coin that fits best in your technology that you're going to use. Some coins are going to be used for moving monies. Some are going to be used for a real estate information. Some are going to be used for, what else? Gaming, NFTs. But it's all going to be on this blockchain technology. Okay? So that's what that is. Just want to let y'all know. Don't be scared of it. It's just technology. People get too caught up in meme coins. It's not all meme coins. Okay, there's a lot of technology coins, just like Chainlink that the gentleman was talking about earlier. Okay, that's bringing data to the blockchain technology. All right, that's what it is. When we talking about Ondo, and when we talk about HBAR, we talk about ADA. All these coins are just technology. Not everything's a SHIB and a Doge. Don't think that. But anyway, I want to get into this XRP news. Let me tell you, Japan got a lot of stuff going, boy. And you guys understand why I bring up Japan? I see my gentleman says XDC. What's going on with XDC? XDC is on the move. What's going on with XDC? I love XDC. What's going on with XDC? You guys don't know what XDC is, tokenized trading. That's RWA. So basically what that's going to be doing is going to be using traditional trading, tokenizing it. That's what XDC does. Yes, 100%. Let me see. Lee Canadian says, bro, my mom worked at the bank and she told me that XRP will rebuild the financial If you guys just tuned in, I like that. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Lee Canadian, he says, bro, my mom works at the bank. She told me that XRP will rebuild the financial world shortly. You hear what the gentleman just said? Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. I love that. I'm telling you. Mr. Black says Japan reverse carry trade. Let me tell you, why we talk about Japan so much is because it starts in Japan first. America will sit back and watch what goes on with Japan and wait for it to go through and see the proof and then implement it here. So just so you understand, that's why we bring up Japan. All right, don't want you to get confused and understand put the correlation on why we talk about Japan so much on the chat. That's why we do that. You know what I mean? Walter says RBC. Let me see. RBC uses a couple of Ripple's platforms. Okay, RBC. Layden says it's not a joke. XRP is very big. Lee Canadian, don't get that's just people trolling. We're very on this chat here, we're very educated. It's to the point where we ignore the trolling. Anybody who's aware of technology will feel that there's no way that XRP is garbage. So but yeah, but I want to look up RBC. I definitely what's that? Is that a bank? Is that a bank, a mega bank out of Japan? RBC? I was wondering what is that RBC? Um, Troy, is XDC ISO? Yes, XDC is definitely ISO 2022, 100%. 100%. XDC is definitely Royal Bank of Canada. Nice. Nice. Tell you- Hey, thank you for that, Walter. Walter just says Royal Bank of Canada. Let me tell you, XRP Ledger is going to be used everywhere. Let me tell you something. So people understand what the ledger does. It's moving money for these banks at at a fraction of a penny, and it's moving it in speeds that they're not used to. It's full settlement. And you're talking about now you're bringing RWAs in there. You're talking about real world assets, treasuries, real estate. The financial system's gonna be able to move so much faster. Okay? It's just like basically, what can I, oh my lord. I'm trying to think of it's like, okay, you remember it's like the internet. You remember when the internet before we used to have to dial up and we had to wait, da 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 da, and you remember how you had to wait, and now you just blink and you go to different windows, different windows. This is what this is for the bank. This is the bank going from da 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 to ba 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 ba, and you're talking about billions of dollars, trillions of dollars, not a little bit of money, not a little bit of money. This is changing the banking system. This is, you understand? This is the difference. The speed. You're taking, remember, when you have a digital imprint that cannot be erased, that thing's going to be there 30, 50 years from now. Okay? So what happens when you have a digital imprint, you can't have nobody coming faking and making what's that? What do you call that? Counterfeit. You know, you have that counterfeit. This ain't no counterfeit, baby. That's what it's saving. That's what you're talking about. Yeah, it's a whole different game. Um, Lee Canadian says when ordinary people will understand what it is, XRP is going to be too late. By the time, and the thing about it is that the way the institutions are moving, what's going on? What's going on, Jim? The guy, thank you that appreciate that. I feel that people, the 1% of us that know about it, the banks and institutions, they're moving so quick. Like what I saw at the end of 2025, I was expecting the ETFs. I was expecting the wisdom trees. I was expecting the Vanguards, the grayscales. I was expecting the pro shares. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Julia, what's going on? I was not expecting Vanguard. Not that soon. And then when I seen Vanguard, I said, wait a second. Then I seen Bank of America. I said, oh no. And I started seeing everybody moving. I said, wait a second, they're rushing. They are rushing, literally rushing. They are rushing to get in before 2026. I'm like, why are they rushing? That's why in my chat, everybody on my chat, we didn't feel that there was gonna be a run. We were sticking to the fact that listen, institutions are not buying at all-time highs. They're not. We one thing which our chat, we were like, with all due respect, okay, I'm not saying to be the smartest guy, but common sense for me, it would seem like common sense to me that they're not coming into the market at all time highs. Just be, I don't think so. I don't. They're too powerful. They have too much spending money. They probably won't crash it, but they have too much money to come by it at all time. Especially when you had BlackRock with so many outflows out of Ethereum and Bitcoin. When I say outflows, meaning that they're selling, the money's coming out of the ETFs that they had. So that was wild. That was wild. But yeah, so that's why I was watching. And if you see XRP price is surging today. But also Japan is not stopping with XRP. Let me tell you, Japan ain't playing over there. I mean, that's why we got Japan, Korea. Let me tell you, XRP is global. Okay, do not sleep on that. Do not sleep. And then you're gonna start seeing. I think we're gonna start seeing more connections with these other coins because XRP already did a partnership with Ondo. But I think we're gonna start seeing more partnerships besides Ondo, more with like H bar. I think we're gonna start seeing more of that. Do not sleep. XRP above $2, $3 trillion. This is crazy, and yeah, this is lining up to be something different. When you see everything that XRP is doing globally, and I want to get to the Japan article. I think this was a very, very good article. Besides, you guys already know about them cutting the fee. They're cutting in Japan, they cut the taxes from 55%. Lord, that's crazy. They cut the taxes on crypto gains from 55% to 20%, and it started in 2026. So they're treating XRP and 105 coins, not just XRP, but 105 coins like stocks in Japan. Okay. Gentleman says TB Capital Management, RWAs. Guys, for ladies and gentlemen, if you're not aware what RWAs are, what he's talking about is real world assets. So what happens is that they're tokenized. If you hear BlackRock, Larry Fink, and JP Morgan Chase, Jamie Dimons, what they're speaking about when they're speaking about tokenization. If you just tuned in, this is Decrypto Fam. Well, all we do is talk crypto, no cap, no hype. Okay? Make it easy for you to learn. Just play what tokenization is. Tokenization is basically taking real world asset, like say a house. On Happy New Year's, everybody. Happy New Year. Forgot to say that. So just like saying you're taking a house, they're going to tokenize the house. So let's just say the house is 500,000. They're going to give you 500,000 tokens. I'm just throwing the number out there, 500,000 tokens. But here's the reason why you say, why tokenization? So you don't have to buy the whole house. You don't have to buy the whole $500,000 house. You could remember they have 500,000 tokens. You could buy yourself 100,000 tokens, and now you own 20% of the house. You understand? This is what tokenization is. It's fractionizing the house. And what they do is they take them tokenization. They take them tokens and they put it on the blockchain technology. So you have a digital imprint of the whole action. You understand? So what happens is, let's say you have the house. It gets tokenized. Okay? It comes on the rails. Okay? Let's just say, for example, real life. Treasuries, bonds. So you have a coin called Ondo, token called Ondo. Ondo tokenizes that treasury, that bond. Right? Now you have Chainlink. Chainlink says the information. This is the price of this bond. This is how much it is right now. This is what's going on. Okay? Boom. That's Chainlink and Avalanche. Then it goes to Avalanche. It sells the Avalanche. Avalanche makes sure that all that information is correct, everything's all good, and then it's settled. Imagine you didn't have to buy that whole house. Imagine maybe like me. Say I don't have the whole 500,000. Say I only have 5,000. I can get me 5,000 tokens. And now guess what? I'm a home owner. Now I own 5% of whatever that house or $5,000 worth of that house. You understand? They have 500,000 tokens. I have 5,000 tokens. Now let's say I want to own more of that house. I got 10,000 tokens. Then I got 20,000 tokens. Then I got 100,000 tokens. Guess what? I own 20% of that house. If that house sells and doubles, I get that money. You understand? This is what tokenization is. So now, when you have tokenization and you're doing that with all different assets class, gold, everything, not everybody can invest. You understand? Thank you, Styles by Shirley. Thank you, thank you. So that's what tokenization is. If you learn something new, hit a subscribe, okay? Hit a like if you learn something new. So that's what the world is going. So when you say Larry Fink, the reason why I bring up these names, Larry Fink, is because you're talking about, just bring the bling bling. So basically, when we're talking about tokenization, and I bring up these names, Larry Fink, and I bring up JP Morgan, because these people are influential. So BlackRock is the biggest AUM. What is AUM? Assets under management. So they basically manage 11 trillion under management of people's monies. Whatever, 401ks, retirement funds, ETFs, they just manage money. So the reason why I bring them up is because they manage a lot of money. JP Morgan Chase is the biggest bank in the world. So when you hear me bring up Larry Fink, it's because they have a lot of influence. So when I'm talking to these gentlemen, I'm talking about them because they have influence. So when I'm telling you, when he comes out and he says, listen, we're going to tokenization, you need to listen. Because the tokenization, you got to look at the coins that do the tokenization. Because remember, tokenization is going to be different. So you understand, it's not XDC. It's not going to do real estate. XDC does trade funds. Ondo, Treasury, Property does real estate, the titles. So every different coin, you're going to have different coins that do different RWAs, real world asset tokenization. So it's up to you as smart people, which I know you guys are and ladies are, to pick which ones you want. What I'm going to do, I'm going to explain to you exactly what they are, and you choose amongst yourself what you want to do. You know what I mean? That's what it is. H bar for tokenization. H bar, now understand, H bar is the rail to tokenization. You know what I'm saying? Remember that. So you guys, very important. Remember that. So it's different. So H bar does a different tokenization than what XDC does, than what Ondo is. They don't compete with each other. They do different. So understand that. Please, everybody understand that. It's very important that everybody understands that. It's very important. They're not going against each other. No. This is, understand. This is not the Miami Dolphins against the Bills. No. Just understand. It's like, so you understand, it's like saying the Miami Dolphins against the LA Lakers. No, it's two different teams, two different games. They all sports, but two different teams. Just want to explain that. So when they sell that narrative like they only can be one, don't listen to them. They all do different things and they actually work together. All right, just like ADA. Thank you for saying ADA. ADA does smart contracts, and if you're paying attention, Larry Fink just went on Fox 3 days ago on Fox, and he says Larry Fink, the biggest bank, JP Morgan Chase, the same gentleman that in 2017 that was calling crypto a scam, which now is in love with crypto, the same Larry Fink that was calling crypto a scam in 2017, calling it drug money, calling it sex trafficking money, the same one now. Oh, he loves it. The blockchain fuel. Blockchain technology, we love it over here. We love it. So Jamie Dimons, just 3 days ago, on Fox, says that they're going to tokenization. And for the first time I ever heard this. And I never heard David Schwartz bring this up. I've never heard anybody say this word before. Not even smart contracts. The man said, we're going to tokenization and smart contracts. And you know what does smart contracts? What the gentleman brought up over there? ADA. Thank you. That's why I'm happy you even brought that when you said ADA. So understand what's going on here. All right, this is D-Crypto fan. All we do is talk crypto. Make it easy for you to learn. No hype, no cap. If you learn something, hit a subscribe. All right? So this is what I'm telling you. Understand this. They're not going against each other. H-Bar, great product, but you got to understand, H-Bar does smart contracts and tokenization. It's two different things. Make sure you're very aware of what H-Bar is a rail. It doesn't actually do the tokenization. It's a rail for tokenization. Remember that. Please remember that. You guys got to understand, it's two different things. It's the rail, and it's actually that's doing the tokenization. So you understand, Ondo is the bus ticket, right? H-Bar is the bus. All right? Understand what I'm trying to say, right? You got it? Listen what I'm saying. Right? Ondo is the bus ticket. It tokenized the treasury. It turned into a bus ticket. All right? Now you take H-Bar to take that bus ticket to the rail. to take it to the bank. You understand? You got me? Boom. Sure understand. Just want to understand what that is. You guys understand? All right. So I'm just laughing because I know that I know people are like, what? Wait a second here. They're not against each other? What, they work all together? Yes. They form like Voltron. Y'all might be too young to know that. But yeah, that there was a thing called Voltron, right? And these things form like Voltron. You know what I'm saying? So all it is, HBAR is going to be setting that all those tokenized actions that you have there, NFTs, all that is, it tokenized, uses that rail to move it. Remember, that's all HBAR is doing. HR is moving high volume RWAs. That's what it does. And it has smart contracts to move it. All right. So understand that. No hype, no cap. Hit the subscribe button. Mental wellness. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. I was working on that. That's what you guys understand. I worked on that line. I worked on that line. Just want to know. I want to say Happy New Year's to everybody. It's crazy how the mood changes when the market is up, right? Isn't it funny how the mood changes when the market is up? You see that? You see the difference between 2.97 trillion and 3.8 trillion. How everybody's mood changes. You see how everybody's mood changes when when things are in the green. Oh yeah, please be careful of the fake decrypto fan. There's a fake decrypto fan out there. There's only one decrypto fan. It's at decrypto fan. So be careful out there. There's a fake decrypto fan. I will never ask you for your what's your wallet you have, how you doing, none of that. And you will see at the page, if you look at my page and it doesn't say at Decrypto fan, it's a fake fan. I'm not Decrypto DD fan, Decrypto Fanfin fan. I'm not Decrypto 13, Decrypto fan 14. I'm not Decrypto fan. No. I'm at Decrypto fan. So when you go in your search engine, just put at Decrypto fan, all right? There's a fake one. Those popping up on the page here, all right? Just want to make sure that you're aware of that, all right? Please be careful out here. Right now in the green, when this money starts moving and this Clarity Act comes, there's going to be a lot of scammers. There's people going to be coming after your money. Be careful out here. All right? You worked hard. You worked hard. You studied hard. You sat in here, and then what happened? Hey, Toe Awake. Let's go. Jake said, brother. Jake said 750, but Jake is doubling down. But that's one thing here on this chat. We don't do hype. We don't do hype here, and that's probably the reason why you guys come on the chat, because you guys know I don't do hype. I don't do clickbait. I don't do I just report the news. I can give you my opinion. But at the same time, it's just my opinion. You really have to study and do your own thing. We don't do that here. There's a fake page with at decrypt. Yeah, the underscore. Yeah, there's a fake at decrypto fan. That is not me. Once again, if you see at Decrypto fan, that's me. If you see it, just like Julia sending right now, please block that gentleman. Please block that person. If you see that fake Decrypto fan, please block them. All right, be careful out there. That's exactly it. The real Decrypto fan does not follow anyone. So if you see a Decrypto fan following something, I don't follow anyone. I do not. And yeah, and that's just to keep things safe. Honestly, that's just to keep things safe. It's not. I love you people. You know what I'm saying? I love my chat. It's just to keep it safe, because I've been hacked for 54,000, and I don't want it to happen to you. So, ladies and gentlemen, please be careful out here, because when things start moving, when this thing starts moving, it starts moving quick, and you're the 1%. And we just imagine you sat through these last 2 months. You sat through these last 2 months, and you were buying in these last 2 months, and it takes off, and for somebody to come steal your hard-earned working money. God don't like that. Don't worry, I'm Haitian. I'm going to put some voodoo on the fake Decrypto fan. I'm going to put some voodoo on the fake Decrypto fan. Julia, that's Julia. Julia, now Julia said, Julia called me out. Julia says he doesn't even follow the president or the VP. They're saying right now. Oh man, oh my God. Hey, I love my chat, man. Hey, I love my chat, man. I promise you, man. Listen. I'm, I'm gonna do that Beetlejuice on that mother. You ever watch Beetlejuice? I'm a Beetlejuice the crypto fan. You gonna wake up, your head is gonna be this tiny. Oh my Lord. Let me see here. Pico. Tell you right now, got you, boy. You're saying go get me the witch doctor for you. Get the witch doctor for you, boy. uh, let me see here. Let me see. What about 589 for XRP? Do you know something about this? What about 589 for XRP? You talking about $589 for XRP? Let me tell you something. I don't get into the crazy. I don't get to the crazy prices. I do the math. So basically, this is how I look at XRP. And I'm gonna tell you right here, just if you just tune this Decrypto fan, all we do is talk crypto, make it easy for you to learn, no hype, no cap. So right now, XRP is at $122 billion. It's $2. If XRP goes to, listen, very simple. This is how Decrypto fan does his math. Listen, folks, XRP right now, the market cap, the total amount of money that's in XRP. When you ever hear market cap, that's the total amount of money. The total amount of money that's in XRP right now is $122 billion with a B, right? It's $2. It's $2. It's $2.02. If XRP goes to 1.22 trillion, guess what? It's at $20. If XRP goes to do the math, I'm just saying. If XRP goes to 2.42 trillion, then guess what? XRP is at $40. It's just math, y'all. That's how I do it. Forget everything else everybody told you. It's the math. The market cap, the circulating supply. You multiply it, that's just math. Don't let anybody tell you nothing. If the market cap goes from 122 billion to 1.2 trillion, it's 10x. You got a $20 XRP. If that goes to double from 1.2 trillion to 2.44 trillion, then you got a $40 XRP. It's just math. Do the real math. Don't let nobody tell you something different. It's just math. Don't let them tell you anything different. That's how it works. That's it. Forget all speculation. Forget all that. Do that math. And XRP dominance. And you want to even go math, even XRP dominance is at 4.25. Take that 4.25 and multiply it by the market cap. It's 4.25. Total amount of money that's in there is 3 trillion. 3 trillion multiplied by 4.25 gives you $1.2 billion. Math, y'all. Don't let nobody tell you anything. The dominance, it's just math. Forget about it. The dominance is 4.5%, 4.25. You multiply that by the market cap. Blah. Forget what I'm about to tell you. That's how it works. Okay? Math. Let me tell you, I learned a long time ago. You take this to your grave. Figures figure. Numbers don't lie. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it one more time. Figures figure. Numbers don't lie. XRP is $122 billion. If it 10x, that means it goes to $1.2 trillion. $1.2 trillion gives you a $20 XRP. If your market cap goes from 1.2 trillion to $2.44 trillion, which is double that, then you got a $40 XRP. That's how the math works. That's it. If you want to do simpler, the dominance is 4.25. Just multiply the dominance by the total amount of money that's in crypto. That's it. Very simple. Bitcoin, 59% dominance. Multiply 59% by the $3.8 trillion. That's it. That'll tell you the total amount of money. It's math. Don't tell people, oh, this is going to be. Don't let them gas you. Don't listen to that. Don't let them gas you. See why when Jake says the numbers, you see why Jake said? Forget what Jake said. The math is there. You don't even have to listen to Jake. You're intelligent people. You didn't make it to this age. You didn't make it this age, okay, without knowing something. There's no way you was able to download TikTok, do all this stuff, get on this live, okay, and you can't do that math. I'm just telling you. All right? Don't let Jake tell you, all right? Don't listen Jake said, all right? And if you learn something new, if you just learn something new, hit a subscribe, all right? Hit a subscribe. And I don't mean to laugh like this. People gas and all this stuff and people, oh, this is gonna be this is gonna be that, this is gonna be this. Listen, man, just do the math. It's very simple. And then every coin, you can see the dominance. It tells you the dominance on every single coin. Just do that dominance, multiply it by the market cap, and that tells you right there, man. That's it. You don't listen to people. Don't listen to people, man. You don't have to listen to Decrypto Fan. It's just math. It's just math. Don't you have to listen to me. Listen to the math, okay? You know what I'm saying? That's all it is, man. What does it take for the market cap to go up? Money going into it. That's what it takes for the market cap to go up. It takes liquidity, so it takes money. So let's just say for a market cap, I'm going to give you for example. For everybody to know what a market cap is. Let's say I have this lighter right here, right? So I have this lighter. This lighter right here. Let's say I hold this lighter, and this is my business is a lighter. You believe in my business. You say, you know what? I'm putting $10. Now, guess what? My market cap is $10. Now, somebody else coming by into this lighter is $20. Now, my market cap right now is $30. Somebody else puts $100. Now, my market cap's $130. Somebody else come put $200. Now, my market cap's $330. Somebody come put $730. Now, my market cap's $1,000. You understand? That's the total amount of money that's in this lighter. That's valued in because people believed in this lighter and y'all kept buying this lighter. So market cap kept going up. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. So that's what a market cap is. So what happens is as this market cap keeps going, the value of this lighter goes up. Voila. If you learn something new, make sure you hit a subscribe. You understand what a market cap is now? And understand, I try to speak in layman terms because I just want y'all to understand. All right? girl, that's your name, girl. Thanks. You are the best teacher. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. That's the best. That's the best compliment you can give me. Thank you so much. That's what a market cap is, y'all. All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Big N says, so blockchain is gonna have a bank for XRP. No. It's not blockchain. So everybody understand what blockchain is? Charmaine, what's going on, Charmaine? What's going on? What's going on? Scooby-Doo, what's going on, Crypto Gang? I see that. I saw the name, girl. I'm like, what girl? Charmaine, very nice to meet you. Thank you for tuning in. So understand what blockchain is. Blockchain is the technology. Blockchain is not a bank. Blockchain is just a safe. Just think about it. Just think about multiple safes. All it's doing is safing your information. That's all it is. A digital safe that can save and hold your information. Hold your information, whatever information it could be. It could be when you kiss your first girlfriend, write it down. It's there. It could be my bank account number, write it there. My $10,000, put it there. All it is, remember, a digital imprint that's safe. That's what the blockchain is, a chain. Okay? That's what it is. All right? It's a chain of information. All right? Just remember that. That's all. So when you hear crypto, that's what it is. All right? Scooby-Doo, yes, the market is green, man. The market is green. It's looking very nice. We broke above $3 trillion, and we haven't been above $3 trillion since November. So this is very nice. Yeah. And then the ETFs are closing. This is the way it started 2026. Even so, I'm gonna tell y'all how I started my 26. Y'all don't want to know how I got started off my 26, but you my chat, so I'm gonna tell y'all, right? So let me see. You know I love my chat. Guess how I started my 2026. So in Haitian culture, on New Year's night, we have soup. We have what they call bouillon. So I went to go get my bouillon. Okay, I went to go get my soup. So I'm gonna go get my soup. Right, 12:30. You say older Spanish lady, Latin lady, hits me in back of my car. You know what I'm saying? I drive a GT, a Mercedes, and she tapped the back of it. I'm like, God damn it. Backup camera hanging, this thing, and I felt bad for the lady. And I didn't want nothing to happen. And she was looking kind of scared. And I was like, oh my God, she's looking scared. But she hit I have Mac paint. She hit the back of my car. But I don't want problems. I don't want her to get in trouble. And I don't even know, with the state of the world right now that we live in America, and she has an accent and she's looking a little scared. So I don't want anything to happen to her off a bumper getting cracked. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, boom. Long story short, boom, we did that. But so the next day, which is the same day, because this was 12:30. I get off work, go get a haircut. I'm driving down. I get pulled over. So I get pulled over. This man goes from, "You can't read my license plate," and mind you, I have nothing blocking my license plate, but he says he can't read it. Whatever. Boom. So now he goes from that to now he's checking my back window. He's checking my window for the tints. My tints are good. Then he goes to get out the car. I smell marijuana. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? So then he takes me out of the car. He's searching my car. He searches everything. Long story. Obviously, I'm here. So he didn't find anything. Obviously, I'm here. But just the way it started, my 2026 started, I was like, God damn, this 2026 is not starting good. But so to see the market, at least the market is looking green. I was like, damn, at least the market, something is going positive for 2026. But yes, that's how my 2026 started. That's why I didn't go live, because I was pulled over, y'all. I was literally pulled over, man. And let me tell you, he was trying everything to get your boy. But thank God, your boy's like XRP, regulatory clarity, baby. we got regulatory clarity over here, baby. we got regulatory clarity over here, baby. We on the side of the commodity. The SEC was trying to get me, but I told him I'm a commodity. You know what I'm saying? Julia said, what the hell? I started with a damn jury duty notice. Julia said she started with jury duty notice. You're funny. Oh my Lord, man. Hey, let's say something. So it's good to see that at least we are in the green. At least we are in the green. Ice in the house, you know what I'm saying? It's good to see the market where it's at there, man. I'm very happy to see where the market's moving up. The real reason also is because we've been talking about this. We've been talking about regulation. We've been talking about so much stuff. Yeah, you got me, vintage, vintage deals. You got it. You got it. Let me tell you, you got it, man. Let me tell you, man. It's crazy, man. Let me tell you, man. Um, let's see. Sohan said I was buying in the red on the eve. Let me tell you, man. The whole chat has been buying. My chat has been buying through this whole little bear dump for these last 2 months. My chat has been buying up. For everybody just tuned in, when we're talking about the dump, that's when the market goes in a negative. And usually, first human instinct, my first instinct when I got into investment is when you see your investment going down is to jump out. And but through the times you learn what we call DCA. What DCA is dollar cost average. So what you're doing is when it's going down, you're buying it, and we looked at it, and I learned to look at it as a discount. You're buying at a discounted price, because most time people are buying it when it's running up for the fear of missing out and because it's caught traction. But usually by the time you hear about it, it's too late. So me and my chat, what we've been doing, and it's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I promise you. I just deliver news. We've been buying on the in the dip. So we've been buying and once again, I'm not giving financial advice. I'm just telling you what we've been doing. I'm just trying to share so you can learn what's going on. So we've been buying up H bar. We've been buying up XDC. Well, my chat has been buying XDC. I bought some XDC, but I've been more Chainlink, Solano, ADA. I've been going ADA hard on ADA. Solano, Ethereum, ZBEC. I actually got I was gonna stop at 1 million ZBEC, but I actually think I'm at 1.3 now. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I've been buying on the dip, but just basically the point I'm trying to say is that the chat has been buying on the dip for these occasions now, that when you see $3 trillion and you see it moving in the green, it makes you feel better about your decision to buy at a time when majority of people were scared. So when people were scared, my chat and why we kept going over the news and make sure we're updated on the news to make sure that we were comfortable buying on the dip based on the information that we were receiving. That's why we always on the chat every single day talking about certain news. Even the news I'm looking for with Japan, which is so huge, what Japan's doing, the big mega banks, just like the gentleman Lee Caden said in Canada, his mom works at the bank, Lee Canadan from Canada. He says his mom works at the bank and she told him that XRP is going to be part of the financial future, which we've been speaking on that. So appreciate the gentleman from Canada. Let me tell you, we have a lot of people. I think Scooby Doo, ain't you from Canada? I think Scooby Doo is from Canada too. I don't know why my accent changed when I said that. It's like some places. Sometimes I talk places, right? My accent would change. It's crazy, right? You from Canada? It's like, right? It's funny. And I talk to people from UK. It's like my accent changed for the people I talk to in the UK, right? Right? Then there'll be people, hey, and then there'll be people like from Jamaica. But why, brother? I swear, I'm the international dude that has every accent. And I mean no disrespect. I just be feeling like I have an accent for everything. You know what I'm saying? What up, brother? It's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. But yeah, so that's what I was telling you is we've been buying everybody in my chat has been buying the chameleon. Yes sir, a chameleon. Yes sir. Yes sir. The chat has been buying up, man, and it's nice to see that we did the right decision. It's looking like, you know what I'm saying, I love you too, bro. We love you too, bro. Back at you guys. Love you, man. Love you guys too, man. And it's also, and the reason why I love you guys, because, you know what I'm saying, we love you too. Thank you, Styles by Shirley. The reason why is because I get scared too. So when I'm getting this information, I can't wait to get back to this news and get with you guys and talk to the chat, because I can't talk to nobody at my job. Literally nobody. It feels like we're under a rock and we're the only people that know about crypto. Now I got a personal chat with my friends, and now I see my friends slowly coming in, slowly, and I see the conversation change. Cause they more stock. My friend, he does more stocks, and they're starting to talk about stocks, and I see more coming too. Jamaica's about Scooby Doo. What go on, man? But yeah, man. But that's what it is. So just it's slowly adaptation, and then, people like the world right now. It thinks crypto. They think it as a meme coin. They think of us as Doge. They think of it as SHIB. They don't really understand. This is real official technology that's being used right now. In Japan, these banks are actually using XRP Ledger. And now you have mega banks. You're gonna see. I'm gonna drop an episode, because I think that was very important. That I dropped this episode about what Japan is doing. And the reason why I keep telling about Japan is because it happens in Japan first, and then everybody else catches on. Once it catches on, they want to see the proof. They want to see, let's see this work. And Japan is more about regulatory clarity than they're about hype. Their culture, Japan's culture, is about regulatory and compliance. It's not about hype. So that's another great thing about them, because they're going to get it done for compliant reasons, not to be number one or this and that. No, that's not their culture. So that's another great thing about this information coming out of Japan, because if they're using XRP Ledger, they're using mega banks, like basically their Bank of America, their JP Morgan Chase over there. If they're using XRP and you're moving billions and trillions of dollars and you're doing it with less friction, less money, and safer. Oh yeah, they're coming because they're saving. So you understand, they're paying pennies to move. They're paying less than a penny to move monies. The banks are going to be saving trillions of dollars, billions of dollars. Some banks they were saying as far as half $1 billion a year in transaction fees. That's huge. That means in 10 years you save 50, what, $5 trillion. That's more money that's in crypto. Just telling you, this is this how serious this technology is. Yeah, and that's real math. That's just real math. Um, Let me see. Princeton blockchain said Japan is using stronghold. Let me tell you, I'm keep hearing a lot about this stronghold. I'm hearing a lot about the stronghold. I gotta look into that. I don't know what it does, but I've been hearing about stronghold for the last 3 years, and my best friend, he was talking to me about stronghold. But I gotta look at that. I'm happy that you brought that in exchange. Thank you for bringing that in exchange. Really appreciate that. I'm gonna look into that. Yeah, definitely prison to blockchain. I like that name. That's dope. That's super dope. I like that name there. That's a super dope name. Prison to blockchain. That was dope, dog. I like that. That's dope. He says Stronghold owns ISO 2020 Labs. Okay, I'm looking to that. Thank you for bringing that to the chat. I'm gonna look into that. Really appreciate that. I want to look into that. I've been that Stronghold's been picking up a lot of momentum as far as trending. I want to look into that and get some more information for the chat about that. Thank you for bringing that up. Definitely, I'm gonna definitely do some research on that. Yeah, man. So XRP, just want to get into that news. Y'all coming in, but let me get to Japan. Let me get into Japan news real quick. I want to just go over that. I thought that was huge. Um, with those banks and using XRP Ledger, when you have mega banks using XRP, that's let me tell you, man, that's a game changer. That's adaptation in real life, right in front of your face. That's what I'm talking about, man. And then SBI Holdings. So you guys, SBI Holdings is one of the biggest banks and investors out there in Japan, and they're one of the biggest. They're applying money to XRP and also to BDC. So that's the reason why I watch all this type of information. I think it's very important. Yeah, prison blockchain is the real deal. Go follow the brother. Okay, yeah, thank you, appreciate that. One thing about here, there's enough room for everybody. I don't hate on anybody. There's enough room for everyone. So go ahead. I don't pretend to know it all. I believe there's enough room for everybody in this crypto. And the more that we share, the more information, I think we all have a responsibility to put this information out there. So I appreciate you coming on here. You know what I'm saying? I'll definitely check out I didn't even know that you have a channel, but I'll definitely check it out. What is it? What is the name of your chat? I'll definitely check it out. What is it called? Prison to Is that the actual name of the chat? Prison to blockchain. I'll definitely check that out. Check the brother out, definitely. So yeah, man. So I just want to get into that XRP news, but I'm gonna report. I'm gonna do an episode on those mega banks that are going on XRP. I think those are huge. Lee Caden says waiting for XRP ETF from BlackRock, bro. Let me tell you something. I did an episode. If you look at episode, I did an episode like 2 months back when they were asking Larry Fink about XRP ETFs, and he said he could not answer that question. And I said, "Why you can answer the question?" He said, "I can't." that was so leak Canadian. That's exactly what BlackRock said. That's exactly what he said when he's asked the question. I think he was on CNBC, and they asked him, they're like, and he actually laughed, which I think was very wild. The way that Larry Fink plays his game is very, very, very wild. Saying G Mays, he still answered. If you look at it, listen, go. If you look at my page, you go look at it, and you could do your own assumption of what you think. But he did not answer the question. But he says, "I can't," And he laughed. And he did one of those evil laughs, like when you watch the movie, when you ask somebody did they kill somebody, and they go like, "No, I didn't kill anyone." Yeah, it was one of those type of things right there, like you know what I'm saying, like one of those sinister laughs. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, 100%. Um, and so you guys are aware, even so that Bitcoin and Ethereum are a commodity. You know what I'm saying? Even so, Bitcoin and Ethereum are a commodity. XRP, just remember, XRP is literally the only, the only crypto coin or token to go through the court system, and to be considered not a security and to be considered a commodity. No other coin has gone through that. None. So that puts XRP in a different light than any other coin. You know what I'm saying? Just want to put chat. If you learn something new, hit a subscribe, right? If you guys learn something new, hit a subscribe, hit a like. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to let you guys wear that. And I'm not saying XRP is all by superior. So you understand that. The reason why I talk about XRP because it's going to lead to different roads. When you have that ledger going on, and remember, all XRP is doing is moving monies from bank to bank across the world. But you still need, what is it moving? The tokenization, the real world assets, right? So what is it going to be moving? The Bitcoins, the stable coins, right? So what am I going to invest in? The things that's moving. That's what to myself, I'm investing in the things that are moving. So I'm investing in, and this I'm going to tell you, I'm just telling you the mind state. So right now there's a lot of messaging going on. So the messaging that you hear everyone talking about is ISO 2022. As far as November 22nd, 2025, that's why 2025 was a very important year. It's all regulatory clarity, ETFs. This is systems and the infrastructure are being set in 2025. And now they're being set so that it can be ready to go for 2026 and 2027 and beyond. Okay, so that's what this is. So this is like the first part of this blockchain technology is the regulatory. Then you're gonna get a second part. That's gonna be the RWAs. This what our kids are gonna come up a different financial system than we did. First of all, since the pandemic, since 2019, if you guys haven't realized, we're in a different world, and it's changing dramatically. So you have to be aware of this technology. Don't get lost in the distractions. There's a lot of distractions going on. And while these distractions are going on, banks and institutions are moving. And not to say anything, while you guys are watching Diddy, okay, while you guys are watching that, these people are putting laws in place for coins and tokens that are 5 cents, a dollar, $13, some $2,000 that could 1020x. And the thing about it is Democrats and Republicans are in on it. And you say, Decrypto fan, why do you say Democrats and Republicans are on it? Because they're passing laws from July to now that nobody's talking about. They're passing the Clarity Act. Okay? They pass this Clarity Act. And let me tell you why this is very important. They pass an act right under your nose, right under our nose, that's basically saying that, okay, quietly, listen, this is going to be a security, right? Don't tell nobody. They don't, they don't want me reporting this news. They don't turn me off. This is how serious it gets. So right. So basically, they have it where they're like, okay, relax now. Now you're gonna put this over here as a commodity. Shh. You're gonna take this. You put this security. So take Bitcoin, put it over here. Shh. Come on, stay quiet. Hey, take XRP, put it over there. Take Ethereum, put it over there. Take this one, put it over here. Shh. They don't have to know we all agree. They don't have to know. And guess what? It's Democrats and Republicans. And you know the crazy thing is? That would be the biggest noise ever that they all agree on crypto. And then they say, guess what? We're going to do what we're going to call a Genius Act. What is the Genius Act? All right. Go make these stable coins legal.
that banks can hold the digital dollars and institutions can have a digital dollar and not even actually hold the dollar. You're going to do a digital dollar, and we're going to back it up by treasuries, and we're going to back it up by the feds. And then we're going to pass an anti-CBDC act that says, guess what? People can't get that money. No. Y'all can't make a stable coin. No. Only institutions can make it. Y'all can't get that. That's not for the public. That only goes to institutions, from government to institutions. That's it. Shh. Don't let them know that they can't get it. All right? And then go get the ETFs. Go get the ETFs. Load it up. Get it right now while it's cheap. Get it right now while it's cheap. And then guess what? There's a fool that comes out. And says, guess what? It's going to 750. Jake said it's going to 750. No, just joking. Jake trying to let everybody know. But anyway, so right, say shh, right? This is what they do. Shh, don't say nothing. Right? And then, right, when they all get their bags full, you see where I'm going, Ice, you see where I'm going. Ice, you see exactly where you see exactly where I'm going. They start loading up. They got all their coins. Shh. Right? You loaded? Hey, Vanguard, you loaded? Mm-hmm. Bank of America, you loaded? Yeah. Hey. How you doing over there, Fidelity? I'm good. Okay, you good? You sure? Hey, big brother, BlackRock, you good? Yeah, we're good. All right, you guys ready? Shh, you ready? All right, now let's go. All right, hey, everybody, crypto's here. We love crypto. Now they're screaming. No more shh. Hey, crypto. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Have you heard about XRP? Hey, what about some ADA? Why don't you go get yourself some Ethereum? Listen, I sell my kids for some Ethereum. Now you see every commercial known to mankind. The shh went to, yo! They went from shh, yo! Right now, we in the shh. Right now, shh. Jake said. All right. So that's where we at right now. All right. You got it. Hey, crypto with Ali. Crypto with Ali. You got it, brother. That's exactly what's going on, man. That's what's going on, people. This is what we're witnessing. But guess what? We're not fooled. We're quiet. We're doing our studying. We're watching piece by piece every single day. There's not a day that goes by that we ain't watching them. We watching institutions. We watching every move you do. There's not a move y'all doing that we ain't watching. We watching. And when you think you got us fooled and you try to shake us out, yeah, we watching the play. On this chat, one thing about this chat, folks, this is the smartest people in the world. I'm saying this is the smartest people in the world. We're the 1%. Here on this chat, this is the #1 chat in the world. Y'all the smartest people in the world. All y'all just need is the information. I'm going to give you the information. And guess what? Y'all give me the information. I ain't know what Stronghold is. I bet you I'm going to know tomorrow. So I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? I definitely appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Martin says, you got some explaining to do. Yeah, telling you, man. They'll tell you, man. Let me tell you. Thank you so much. Bless you too, brother. Thank you. I just try to explain it because honestly, I don't like what they're doing out there, man. I don't like what they're doing to us as the world because I saw crypto as the wealth transfer where we actually have a chance to be part of the party, where we can be out of it, where this right here, this common sense could put us as part of the 1%. Because it's going to be a wealth transfer this one time in our lifetime. So basically, when I see wealth transfer and the changing of the system, We're going to go from, so just for example, right, before the dollars, right? I want to give you an example, right? There's a thing called bartering, right? I want to make sure I'm saying before the dollars, right? They used to be like this. Check this out. I'll give you 3 cows. I'll give you 3 of these cows for 4 of them sheep right there. Right? That's how you do it. They'll be like, listen, check this out. See this horse right here? I'll give this horse right here for 10 eggs, 20 bread. That's how you should have trade. Right? They used to trade. That's how you should do. Then they came, I'll give you this gold. I'll give you this piece of gold for that house right there. Blah, 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 blah. Okay? Then, thank you, the barter. That's called the barter system. Then now, right? They came with fiat. Fiat was backed by gold. What fiat is the dollar system, where I'll pay you for this, you give me the goods. And basically that fiat was based on gold. So you went from the trading to now fiat spending money. Now we're going to a whole new system. See what I'm saying? So now this new system, so these systems don't happen. This change doesn't happen every single day. This change doesn't happen in one's lifetime. This change that happened in my lifetime, in my grandparents' lifetime, the great-great-parents' lifetime, the great-great-great-great-great-great-great-parents' lifetime. So we happen to be at the crossroads of where this change is happening again. So comes crypto. So comes blockchain technology. This is where we're at, folks. Does that put things in perspective of where we're at? That's where we're at right now. This is where the world is saying we're at. And I believe it. And let's just say it doesn't happen. I'm invested in the things that I feel will be part of this technology. So that's what it is. So we're now at a place where technology is changing. It's going to be a change of the guards. It's like when we went from analog to digital. This is what's happening. Same thing. I hope I put that in perspective. I try to give you guys examples. I'm working on my examples. I try to keep the better ones that I could figure out, but I'm trying to give you an example because I really want to teach the masses, because one day I'm going to charge people to sit in a class and learn this stuff. So while it's free and I'm working on my craft, but there's going to be a time when Decrypto Fan is going to charge to sit in the class, and I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. You know what I'm saying? But this is not the time, but there will be a time where I will be, thank you, James, G Mays, the 4th industrial revolution. Thank you. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what I was trying to say. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. That's the G Mays. Like I tell you, man, this is the #1 chat. Some of the smartest people in the world. Let me tell you. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Let me tell you, my chat, they don't play, boy. These people know what they know their stuff. These are some of the smartest people in the world. I'm telling you, high level of common sense. High level of common sense. All right? Just tell you that. Sometimes people could get book smart, but common sense ain't for everybody. Just want to say that. Just want to say that. Just want to say that. Faithful alum. A faithful alum says XRP is a scam, guys. Don't buy XRP. I don't think that's gonna work in this room, my friend. I think that's gonna fall off of deaf ears in here. I think you're a little too late, my friend. You're probably gonna have to go to another chat and try that. It ain't gonna work in here. That's not gonna work in here. You know why? Because Jake said that's not work. Because Jake said that's not gonna work in here, bro. My boy said we got a lot of XRP lovers in here, my friend. My boy said, XRP is a scam. Well, you better tell SBI that spent $200 million in Japan that You better tell. You better tell. You better tell Japan. Ah, you better tell Judge Torres. Hey, hey, my man said. Hey, hey, my man said XRP's a scam. You better tell Japan because they mega banks. They mega banks is using trillions of dollars. XRP. Hey, my man say, yo, people are crazy. Hey, XRP will be like $100. People like XRP's a scam. I'm telling you right now. Jake said, you better go ask Jake. He, I know why you think XRP is a scam because you believe Jake. Because Jake said you believe what Jake said. Hey, you think XRP is a scam because you believe what Jake said. You mad? You mad? Hey, he's mad. 12 o'clock. Where's my 750? Where? It's midnight, man. Where's my 750? Somewhere on my watch. Somewhere on my wallet. This ain't 750. This is $2.02. Where's this? This ain't $750. This is $2.02. I'm, I'm, hey, I'm coming for you, Jake. Hey, my guy says, I'm coming for you, Jake. You better watch yourself, Jake. Oh, Lord, man. Oh, my God. Liquidity said he must have called Armenian Bank right now. I'm telling you right now. Please, for anybody that's still calling XRP a scam, I don't know, man. The proof is in the pudding, and I'm not talking about Bill Cosby. I'm not talking about Bill Cosby. Oh, he's talking about Jake from State Farm. That's the Jake he's talking about. They're saying G May said like Denzel training day. Jake, you my Jake. Oh my Lord, man. Listen, man. It's funny for anybody at this time to think that XRP is a scam. It might not, it might not have ran as far as you want it. It might not be freaking the number one coin. But let me tell you, it's XRP for a scam. The market cap is $122 billion. Not a million, a billion. It's been around for 13 and a half years. It's been in the top. The XRP got sued. It got delisted. It still stayed in the top 10 of all the coins. This is what you call a scam? What does something legit look like? If XRP is a scam, what does legit look like? What does legit look like? Can you tell me? If XRP is a scam, what does legit look like? I want to know. Because let me tell you right now, XRP is in Switzerland. XRP is in Korea. XRP is in Japan. What? I don't know. What else do you want? What else do you want? Troy Adams 48. XRP is manipulated. Okay, that I could say that. Hey, listen. Hey, listen, man. I could agree with you, but I will tell you something right now. Dumb boys ain't buying XRP at the all-time high. BlackRock, if you talking about BlackRock coming into XRP, Larry Fink is not going to buy XRP at the all-time high. I'll tell you right now. I'm just being honest. Fidelity isn't buying XRP at all-time high. They're not. They're not going to do that. They're going to manipulate like they did stocks. We're very aware of that. We're so aware of that let me tell you, in Pumptober, we were saying that it's not going to run. That's impossible. So the same thing that everybody's talking about, the manipulation. I've actually done episodes on the manipulation that, in my opinion, that it's not going to run up. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, I could go with XRP being manipulated. I could go with any of that stuff. But to say XRP is a scam, that's just you trying to be funny. You trying to be funny, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you just tune in, this Crypto fan, we talk crypto, make it easy for learn, no cap, no hype. We're talking about what Jake said. Just right now, talking about a 750 XRP, and some people are calling XRP a scam. And there's so much things going on for XRP. Um, just a gentleman, Lee Caden, he says his mother works at a bank in Canada, and she came home and told him that XRP is a financial future for blockchain and for banking. It definitely is. And RWAs, you have everybody, RWAs, once again, real world assets, tokenization. And I'm not talking about the tokens you go put in arcade, just fractionizing uh, assets, valuable assets. RWA, when they say real world assets, valuable assets. That's all it is, tokenization. That's all it is. I know it's people get used to it. This is a new jargon, but you people get used to it. Uh, G Girl says, what was the suing about if both sides are in on it? To gain the stakes from Glen House. Well, no, you understand the lawsuit. The lawsuit was not because both sides were on it. For me personally, I feel the lawsuit was to slow down XRP, but lawsuit was basically trying to slow down XRP and its new technology for the good old boys to move all their assets and get ready for the new system. My personal opinion. But actually, what the lawsuit was about was basically they were saying that XRP was considered security. And previously, when they were selling XRP to institutions, they were saying that the institutional sales were securities. They're saying the sales that were to people like me and you on exchange were commodities. Okay. So what happened is that's what the lawsuit was about. XRP wanted to be considered a commodity, just like gold, oil, what else? Silver. That's the lane that they wanted to be. And if you're in that lane, you're no longer under the SEC jurisdiction. You're under the CFTC jurisdiction. So that's what the whole lawsuit about it is. And you needed to get to commodity because that's how you get trillions of dollars in investments. You understand? Because you're now you're not under the jurisdiction of stocks, bonds, treasuries. You're no longer on that side anymore. So that was a great win for XRP. They went as far as Ripple. They went as far as spending $200 million to get on that side of commodities, because now you open the gates for ETFs and investments on commodities. So that's also just want to explain that. So G girl, that's what the suing of XRP was about. That's all the whole thing was about. All right. Hope I was able to explain that. So if you look right now, we are a commodity. So we're only, and actually there's only 3 coins right now as of today that are a commodity. That's Bitcoin, Ethereum, and now XRP. And XRP had to spend 200 million to get in that side when Ethereum slid in through the back door. And they slid in through the back door. Pause. Look up the Hinman. Look up the Hinman. Crypto B-Boy says RWA prices metals, real estate, art, supplies, chains. Thank you. That's exactly what RWA is. Like I tell you, we got some of the smartest people in the world on this chat right here. All right. So if you guys just tune in, it's the Crypto fan. All we do is talk crypto, make it easy for you to learn. No hype, no cap. But thank you, Crypto B-Boy. That's exactly what RW is. Precious metals, real estate, artwork, supply chains, etc. So basically, they're taking those, like say for example, like he's talking about the precious metals, taking gold, you tokenize it. So now, okay, so you ain't moving Fort Knox around the world. Gold is real heavy to move around. So what happens if you have the blockchain and the digital imprint, and I move the gold for you, just basically the digital imprint of where that amount of that gold is. We have basically what would I say? Inventory, a digital inventory that's there forever. All right. So now you could tokenize it. Let's say I want a bar gold. I don't even know the price of the bar gold. Let's just say a bar gold is 50,000. That's not saying that's the real price of it. It's 50,000. I don't have the whole 50,000 ounces to hold up bar gold. I have 10,000. Right. You have 50,000 tokens. Let me get my 10,000 tokens. So now I own 10,000 tokens of that bar of gold. Where before you would have to buy the whole gold to own it. I don't have to. And because you know why I don't have to buy the whole gold? Because now there's a digital imprint that says that I own that 10,000 bars of gold. There's a digital imprint. I could go look on the ledger, somebody could see it. Then we could put a smart contract that says, listen, I put a smart contract that says, listen, when it gets to this amount, I'll sell it to you for this amount. And me and you put a smart contract together, that Web3, that hides the information where we ain't got to share the information with the world. And we move it like that. This is let me tell you, I love this. This is like sci-fi. This to me is like Star Wars and Star Trek coming right now on the financial part of it. That's why I love it so much. But that's what's going on when you see that tokenization. So that's exactly, thank you for putting that in the chat. But this is where the world's going. So they're taking them assets there and putting it on the blockchain. Yeah, that's all it is. Just think about it as having a scanner that could scan a whole lot of stuff. Just imagine you have a scanner. You know how you scan a a letter, or you scan a photo, or scan whatever you're scanning. But this is a digital imprint of that scan that we all can see. The world can see. Yeah, that's what it is. Crypto be mint a token of OZ bar or gold or silver. Exactly. Thank you. Of that token represent the odds of the metal. Thank you. The ounce of metal. So basically, what he's talking about is the ounce of gold and metal. So basically, let's say you have an ounce of gold. They'll tokenize that ounce of gold, and now you could just say Blazer Squads is tokenizing. I don't even know what I just throw in there because Ando doesn't do that. XDC doesn't do that. Let's just say USDT gold. You're taking the USDT gold, which is basically the USDT. You see how you have the digital dollar? The USDT is a gold ounce. It's literally 4,300. It goes to the price of whatever gold is. You can actually sell it and they give you a bar. You could change it in for the Lord of Londons and get a bar. It's exactly that. So just imagine taking that and tokenizing it. So you own that whole 4,300, you could own 1,100. You understand? They tokenize it. That's your percentage you own. So tokenization is going to bring a whole lot of new investment dollars for these institutions because now they can sell partial. You understand? And then you have a digital imprint of what you sold. So now you could keep inventory of what you're selling in real time at a crazy speed and sell and everything's verified. You know what I'm saying? They ain't no scammers coming in. They ain't no freaky stuff. They ain't no send money to my bank account and then I can't get it out because I'm in the country and I get none of that stuff. None of that stuff going on. None of that stuff going on. If you know what I mean. You're saying that none of that stuff going on. Just want to make sure you guys are aware of that. You know what I'm saying? Vintage Black says virtual digital merchandise, UPS serial numbers, VIN numbers, property index numbers, etc. Exactly. Thank you. You know what does a very good product that does that exact VeChain. That's why basically VeChain is. VeChain is moving those products, well, basically moving products, basically a barcode for products that you can move products on chain. That's what VeChain does as far as products. You know what I'm saying? Not tokenizing, but moving the products. So that's what VeChain does. I tell you, my chat, Vintage Black, thank you for that, man. So if you guys just tuned in, I would never there's never gonna be somebody in my chat that's giving false information. So when you see somebody in my chat getting that information, these people know what they're talking about. These are people that have been on my chat. They know what they're talking about. I'm not gonna let somebody say something in my chat that's wow. So when I'm telling you, you on the chat with the smartest people in the world, you are definitely on the chat with the smartest people in the world. I'm just telling you. These aren't the regular folks that just come by. No. Vintage Black know what he's talking about. Okay? Don't okay? Okay? Don't get it confused. That's why I love this channel. do not get it confused. All right, this is some of the smartest people in the world. So we ain't just like this gentleman, Crypto B-Boy. They know what they're talking about. All right, so just if you're on the sideline, ask a question, learn. But this is where let me tell you, this is the Crypto Fan for real. All we do is talk crypto, make it easy for you to learn. No hype, no cap. I can't say it enough. I know it's starting to sound repetitive, which is good, but that's what we do. That's why we talk crypto. And of course, we talk other finances, but if you're trying to learn the language and learn what we're talking about and learn this is what we're doing. But anyway, we had a great night. It's getting to 10 o'clock. I gotta go. Thank you, D Hill. Thank you so much, D Hill. She runs the channel. I got the president, the VP, the secretary, and I got D Hill. It's funny. My whole team is women. Go figure. Go figure, right? Right? Go figure, right? My whole team is women. You know why? Women get things done. My mother, let me tell you, my mother, she didn't, let me tell you, my mother was the smartest person in the world that I know. Straight up. Straight up. And my daughter, she's becoming the second. She's becoming the second. We working on it. So I always like to thank D Hill, thank Julia, Tammy Lynn. She's been sick lately, but she's getting back better. We want to do that, but just want to do that, man. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Happy New Year, man. Happy New Year. Hopefully to this 2026, I feel it's going to be a great year. I think we've done pretty much a lot of regulatory clarities. We just got a little bit more stuff to clean up. But we're almost there, man. We're almost there for that, for those institutions, and then people start putting the light switch on, man. I feel like this is gonna be a good year. We got so much accomplished in 2025 as far as the regulatory and then the players, the big players, the major players are at the table. They're not knocking at the door. They're sitting at the table. This is crazy. I know for people just tuned in. For people like us that's been in 3 years ago, when they said this would happen, it sounded like, yeah, right. Yeah, right. They said this would happen, but I was like, man, yeah, right. And to actually be here and be beyond that point where you actually have bills for Congress to be sitting, passing bills on crypto is, we're actually here, people. Be happy and be lucky that you didn't have to wait like us. It's like, I don't know if you watch Game of Thrones. It's like, imagine there's some of us, I watch Game of Thrones. There's some of us that had to wait every single year for an episode. One time they made us wait 2 years for Game of Thrones to come back on. You got to come in and you get to watch all 6 seasons, baby. You walk in right now, you get to watch all 6 seasons, baby, where we had to wait every single season, bro. We had to wait for Jon Snow to come back. We had to wait for the dragons to become big dragons. We had to wait. So you're coming in right now. Well, guess what? The last season, saying the White Walkers. You're coming in right now. You're coming in with the White Walkers. So you're coming in at the right time, right? You didn't have to wait, like you had to wait when they send Jon Snow to the wall. you, 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 you didn't have to wait. You coming in, you get to watch all 6 seasons, baby. You know what I'm saying? Ah, you know what I'm saying? We were blown away waiting for HBO. Let me tell you something, man. You remember when we had to wait for Game of Thrones? Waiting 2 years. We had to wait 2 years. Let me tell you, man. This is like the lawsuit for XRP. That was the Game of Thrones. That's how I felt like waiting them 2 years for Game of Thrones to come back on. That was the XRP lawsuit. Let me tell you, I started Game of Thrones from the actual first episode. I just finished watching True Blood. So there's be a episode. There's to be a show on HBO called True Blood. I watched True Blood all the way through the thing, and True Blood was very nice. Like the first 4 or 5 seasons of True Blood was freaking dope, and then towards the end they kind of got well, but True Blood resurrected HBO. So for you to come with a show after True Blood, had to be a real good show, and what happens? HBO start getting the momentum. So I'm like, let's see this next show that's coming on, and I love, I love those what's called that mid-century medieval times. Even so, uh, Game of Thrones fictitious, but I like those medieval times, like like Braveheart, like those type of movies. I don't know if you guys watched Vikings, stuff like that. So that first episode, mind you, I'm watching the first episode. These suckers didn't even take 5 minutes to get to it. Within 5 minutes of, of Game of the Thrones, somebody was getting killed. This man done chopped man done chopped somebody's head off. Freaking babies were dead. I was like, what? That first of all, Game of Thrones, the first time I ever seen a dead kid. You never seen television where they show dead kids. Game of Thrones, the first time I seen freaking brothers and sisters having sex. Game of Thrones was wild. But anyway, I don't want to get to that. But I'm just saying, you're coming in right now. If you're just coming to crypto, you're coming in right now at last season when things are about to get. You didn't have to watch the last 5 seasons. You're getting to the best part right now. We're getting at the best part right now. So I just want to say that, man. You know what I'm saying? Just want to say that. Diamond Hands Dynasty. What's up, brother? Focus, brother. Get back to the bank. I got you, brother. I just like to give analogies. I know, brother. I know, man. Sometimes I get off. You guys know sometimes I get off. I get off sometimes and start talking about life. You guys know how I do sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But it's all trying to correspond everything to crypto. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. You guys know how I get. You guys know how I get sometimes. I'll start going. I was supposed to get off. I was saying bye 20 minutes ago, and I just started talking. And you guys know I keep rambling. But anyway, let me go, man. I got to go to dinner. Got to go to dinner. Get some stuff. Get eat, man. Enjoy my New Year's. Have somebody that I got to take out. You know what I'm saying? Got to do your duties. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, happy New Year's, everybody. Wish y'all have a great New Year's, and we'll see you Monday. Let's see what the weekend is going to be. I'm very curious to see how this weekend is going to play out. I want to see how this weekend is going to start off for the year. Just the fact that we broke above 3 trillion. And the one thing before I get off, isn't it crazy that we couldn't get above 3 trillion. And the only thing that changed is it went from 2025 to 2026. Isn't it funny that one change, that one day from January 31st, right? Sorry, December 31st to January 1st. Is it 24 hours? You know what I'm saying? I know Jake said, but just the fact that, isn't it crazy the mind shift of we couldn't break 3 trillion. Now we're above 3 trillion, 8 trillion right now. It's just wild. And the fear and greed at 38. 3 weeks ago, the fear and greed was at 10%. 10%. And now we're at 38%. Isn't it funny, y'all? Huh? Hey, isn't it funny how we've been talking about this, and everything? Isn't it funny how it falls in line? It's funny, right? It's funny how it falls in line. He says, hey, Diamond Hands says, leave the live on, I'll take over. I love you, bro. I love you, bro. Hey, Diamond Hands, I love you. I love you, bro. I need my phone though, bro. I'm sorry. I would give it to you, but I need my phone. That's a good one. Hey, that's a good one, brother. That's the way to end the night, man. Thank you. Hey, thank you, man. That's hilarious. That's the way to end the night, man. Thank you so much, man. Hey, make sure y'all enjoy your weekend, man. Thank y'all so much. And once again, happy New Year's. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot to talk to about 2026, and we made it a year. Actually, I made it a year on doing the social media thing, doing this. I started on TikTok in May, but I've been on Facebook and IG, so I'm happy, man. So this is actually the New Year's is actually my anniversary. So let's see what we're gonna do for this year. But let's get better. Let's get strong. Let's make our portfolio better, and let's educate ourselves, man. Let's turn the geniuses in this, man. Let's learn. Let's bring this chat to the next level. Let's bring this chat to the next level. Yeah, let's become snipers. That's what our New Year's resolution. We're gonna become snipers. We're gonna. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Yeah. We're gonna know this thing like the back of our hands. We're gonna learn this thing like we're gonna be scientists. Beat me up, Scotty. Anyway, mañana, well, not mañana. I'll see y'all Monday. Have a safe weekend. Be careful, all right? They out here. They are out here. I tell you, I got pulled over and they put me out my car. They're out there. Be careful, all right? Please. See y'all Monday. Much love to you and the family.